Good evening. I'm Linda Mumma with the Stanislaus County Office of Emergency Services with tonight's COVID-19 community update on this Saturday, May 2nd. We have just learned that we have lost another community member to COVID-19 in our county. And so we want to offer our deepest condolences to that family, to the other families who may have lost someone to coronavirus in the last month or so, and to those families who may have someone now recovering at home from this illness. This has impacted people in different ways throughout our community. And so we want to remain sympathetic and sensitive to that. I also wanted to touch on a bit of a bright spot and also offer a message of safety. With Cinco de Mayo in just 3 days, many of you are going to want to celebrate with family, food, and fun. Perfectly understandable. And while we do encourage you to do so, we do want you to take some safety precautions into account. Some of you may have already made plans to do that this weekend. Some of you may already have started celebrating, being that it's Saturday night. If you do plan to celebrate, we encourage you to do your part to keep you, your family, and the community at large safe, especially while the world is still working to fight this pandemic and the state is still under a stay-at-home order. And that means that there won't be a party this year, at least one that you're used to seeing in years past, with a parade in South Modesto, for example, or with large family gatherings. The streets may be dark, dining rooms may be dark and quiet, but the good news is that you can still take food out from your local restaurants. Food is still available. Curbside pickup is still a possibility. And guess what? Cinco de Mayo falls on Taco Tuesday this year. And so that's a great opportunity for you and your family to support local, to support your favorite local restaurant, your favorite local business by taking takeout tacos, by buying ingredients to make your own tortillas at home this year, and still being able to celebrate, to perhaps even craft your own cocktail at home if that's something that you're into. And there's a number of great resources online as well as tutorials for you to enjoy. Another great idea that a coworker of mine had was for you to host a barbecue, a family barbecue in your front yard alongside your neighbors and the rest of the neighborhood, so that you are able to enjoy companionship from afar while still practicing social distancing. So that is another great option for you. The one thing that we absolutely do not want you to do is to drink and drive. Non-essential travel, we want to remind you, is still not permitted, even though certain activities, certain recreational activities and parks are partially reopened to your family. And so that means that officers are still going to be out cracking down on drunk drivers this year. It's also important for you to celebrate this year with just your immediate family that live under the same roof with you. I know many of you come from large families. I do too, and so this is going to be something that's really difficult, but it is important for you, at least for now, not to invite anyone over to your home, not to commingle with a family from a neighboring home or within your community, because as we saw earlier in this pandemic, the spread of the disease was within large extended families, and that is something that we are trying to prevent here. Don't worry, this is not going to be the situation forever. We may even start to see some of these restrictions loosened or lifted in the weeks ahead. Governor Newsom alluded to that in his address earlier this week, but this is the case for now, and so please do your part to keep everyone safe. And for now, enjoy the sunshine in your front yard or your backyard, and if you have any great recommendations for a local Mexican restaurant or a barbecue place or just your favorite business in general, feel free to drop that in the comments below. Share that with your community members. Or if you happen to have a great recipe for tacos for Cinco de Mayo or any of your favorite dishes, please feel free to do that as well. Remember that we are all in this together. We're going to get through this together. And for now, we will see you again tomorrow night for tomorrow night's update. Be safe, everyone.